In this episode of Thomas Reviews...
What happened out there was not a natural disaster. It was not a typhoon. It was not an earthquake. I know you're hiding something.
Whoa, Dad, look. Who is that? That looks like a giant.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is Thomas Reviews Godzilla.
Thomas Reviews.
Godzilla. So Godzilla stars Bryan Cranston, Aaron Taylor-Johnson, and Elizabeth Olsen in this monster drama about Godzilla, pretty much. Bryan Cranston is determined to find out what happened when a nuclear power plant just sort of collapses one day. 15 years later, he's deemed a nut job, and Aaron Taylor-Johnson plays his son, who is trying to get him back on his feet when shit goes down. Now, I was very skeptical about this movie because here we have another classic Hollywood reboot of a Japanese monster that has seen some tough times in the American market. Yes, I'm speaking to you, Godzilla 1998. Luckily though, this movie is a great comeback for Godzilla on the American market. For this movie, I came into it wanting only one thing, and that was Godzilla. Did I get Godzilla in this movie? Absolutely. Hence the title Godzilla. And not only did I get Godzilla, I also got good acting from Bryan Cranston, who's a fantastic actor. If you haven't seen Breaking Bad, then you definitely should. He's a great actor. Aaron Taylor-Johnson, although a bit bland in his character, does a good job. Elizabeth Olsen also. The action in this movie is great. The visuals, the tension, everything is really, all throughout the movie, is just building up to one giant moment. You know, they tease you with this and they tease you with that. They don't give you the full meal right at the start. They give you small appetizers in the beginning. And I don't want to spoil anything, but I need to talk to you about this thing. Because then suddenly... Some people might compare this movie to Pacific Rim, and for that I want to say, whilst Pacific Rim was more of a fun, sort of action-y, over-the-top monster movie, Godzilla, on the other hand, tries to be a bit more grounded in reality. They try to make it so that if this would actually happen in the real world, this is how it would happen. And I feel like they did a very good job on representing that. One thing that my friend pointed out about this movie was that in the beginning they're in Japan, you know, as is the tradition with Godzilla, but then of course it's an American movie, so of course they've got to bring it to America. And it's also, it's very funny how they always do that with these kinds of properties, but I did enjoy it. The movie all around had a good plot. I liked the characters in there. Although Aaron Taylor-Johnson, the main guy, was a bit of a bland character, he was a bit stone cold, if that's to say. He didn't have that sparkle in his eyes. Thankfully though, this movie makes up for it with some great action and just general popcorn good old entertainment. So you might be wondering, Thomas, well, did you like this movie? Did you hate it? Did you thought it was like a little bit of meh, or did you, I don't know, what did you think? Tell me! Well, I can tell you right now that I actually really liked this movie. I had a good time, so I would definitely recommend it to you guys, especially if you like monster movies. Be prepared though to sit through some heavy teasing before actually getting to the main course. It's really a movie all about building up tension, and you need to know that before going into this movie. Have you seen the new Godzilla movie? Have you seen any of the old Godzilla movies? Leave a comment in the good old comments section so I can get back to you on that. Remember to subscribe for a brand new video every single Thursday and Sunday, although since I'm never uploading on Thursdays, we can probably start saying every Friday and Sunday. Remember that any feedback I get is greatly appreciated, and I do love responding to you guys. My name is Thomas, this has been Thomas Reviews, and I will see you next time. So for those of you wondering, in this movie Seth Rogen and Zac Efron fight because Seth Rogen has a house and a family, and Zac Efron moves in with a fraternity. So I'm just gonna give you my quick thoughts and opinions on this. First off, I would just like to say